aura impacts money. Netzer and missense humor. Electromagnetic connections. Oh, first we had 9-0. Nowhere to go. But before this, goes to the type, strategy, and authority. So other auras communicate. And then how it is played. So, and it's interesting in a way while seeing it in a silence, breath, simple, complex, context, not contest, context, that the aura of a Netzer manifester initiates, impacts or not, their recognition, and then the ego as an authority is submissive to the spleen. But together it seems like the emotions, the sacral dominates as a connection in the illusion, and the emotions dictate the authority. It's not really like that, but just from a translation perspective, that it's one thing to watch emotional generators with emotional generators. The only one that the connections stay the same. Emotional generator with emotional generator. The rest is a potential for change, like Miss Crochet and Mr. You do not know. That it seems like the connection creates emotions, or recognized as emotions. Only emotional generators, even emotional manifesting generators, they so-called stay, even if the connections bring another conditioning of the sacral or even other centers, but the main themes stay. That's relatively the power and the dominance of emotional generators. One thing. The other is that there is the conditioning to manifest. That's another thing. That's but just something to bring to the complex paka paka. So Netzer and missense humor, because the aura dictates the impact, the complex impact on the recognized invitation. But then the spleen so-called scares or not the ego. The spleen recognizes that the ego impacts, again, in this continuation of breath, simple, complex translation, just using this language, and how it moves into an energy that is conditioned to generate, but the aura doesn't change, only the measurement of the connection. That's one, at least, story. Some other can say that the aura does change, because mind can say it and then connect words on that. But mainly looking through the XIO, through the strategy and authority, and how it affects one's own design, whether with planets or people. So the power of the emotional generators to stay as they are, so-called, this is one thing, and all the rest are submissive to the other energies. But again, going on their own, there is still movement, even if it's for 1, 2, 3 days, years, and then even emotions move again. Also, even for reflected, it's about measuring. So connection themes, 9 and 0. And then electromagnetic, Netzer Naama, Netzer Chushu. She brings the intuition and he brings the now, and it seems there is a projected banana of health or sickness being expressed of each individual. He brings the 39, she brings the 55. She may get literally a crush on the provocation, and he is attracted to, there is a spirit, there is emotions there, minus and plus. There is handling the confrontation by being moody or not. And there is the other side, there is a pressure. So there is either an attraction or repulsion to that. To the projected, recognized emotion, not the emotions that attract attention. The 63-4, so he brings the Gamal Igmol Gamal, camel will quest for a camel. The dog answer the dog. So she's attracted to the question, to the inspiration, and is attracted or repulsed that there is an answer, there will be an answer for the question, that there will be a certainty, something that answers. And together that there is a projected logic inside, a projected Gamal Kelev, a projected anxious pressure that will Gamal Kelev. Again, electromagnetic Meshahad Khiyah. We see projected. One takes for the different splenic authority, brainwave 5720, takes the ego not to be ego but to be afraid or aware, physical. The 3955 takes both, to be to imitate emotionality. It's not that the physical state, so-called the design, changes. To imitate emotionality, to measure it psychically on the surface. Again, this is the psychosomatically, because it really seems like that, but the design does not filter it like it. The design potentially keeps its unique connection to itself, or the unique filtering on the surface, magnetic monopole, and so on and so forth, connections. Logic, that the outer authority is consistently pressured, consistently inspired or doubtful. But that there is a grinding of this energy. So there is more fuel, mental fuel, to the mental authority. Not the one expressed, but it's a potential, again, the telepathy that after it communicates to the acceptance, a language. But still projected. 952, the taking both to the measurement of availability, concentrate or not. Attraction to, he can focus now, he can be conditioned to focus on something, to be with the energy that will focus, and she can just sit there. But together it seems like she will be concentrated. She will be working, and he will also be working. Be available for that measurement for a moment on how that either impacts the ego manifester, the complex has kitty, or the recognition, how this energy is recognized, how availability is being recognized, how conditioned availability, not amplified, how conditioned availability, again, I'm talking it from the outside, the 2750, so he can be valued, עברית קצת מוערך, אבל he can be responsible or fear responsibility. It's not doing that, so-called, it's just tagging it physically, and she can be available to care. But in the aura, it's like running through both, that there is defending that tribe, or not defending, but as long as it stays together, it tries to defend the togetherness. So the availability, how it impacts the Chezi manifestor complex, and now the availability, this working to support, is recognized by the projector, by Binkiti. But within that connection, those are two dominant generator themes. Not like, oh, good, now we got the energy, now it seems like it. When it disperses, there is all the rest of the attractions. Dominance. So he brings a consistent mental authority. Structuring, projected. The aura does not project it, the aura impacts. Money. So she got a chance to learn about money, about projected structuring, but within a manifestor aura. So the structuring does not penetrate, actually. It's the aura. Again, even if it goes to the words silence, breath, simple, complex, or any other words, money, the impact, the dominance of how money impacts, how the energy, it's called money, but it's not just money. Money is just word in English, acoustically, or visually. How actually this impacts. How money impacts structuring also, impacts inspiration, impacts acceptance. How money impacts to push a language to be accepted. It pushes, it's not recognizing it, it pushes it. And our acceptance recognizes that there is money to recognize language. And both, because the attempt is sometimes through the language. I got language. Oh, I can speak very logically. Whatever. But the dominance. So each one brings a theme that is clean in the conditioning. Alpha. So she can bring the body to direct. The body to direct. To recognize that the body directs or will direct. So the money impacts the alpha that accepts. The money impacts outer authority. The money impacts the body to be recognized. That the body is with a direction. That the body shall be a direction, something like that. And it's for the alpha, so outer authority, to recognize it, and the body itself to recognize it. But the money keeps impacting, and the structuring and the is minor, including the inspiration, same. But the money keeps impacting, especially with the aura. The quote-unquote challenge is that the other tries and will try to recognize, but the energy is to impact. It's like the other would try to impact and not recognize or be available. Like with me, it's availability. Compromise, surrender. So one of the most challenging thing, Netzer and Miss Sense Humor, is if unable to compromise to the fears, to the powerful fears within the tribe, which calls surrender, that there is no expression for the tribe for the surrender, it's just surrender to, and then again words bring it to the word realm. Then the 26 is a challenge. Not compromising. because it is attracted to pull different meetings, that it can, again, impact for recognition. Something like that. Companionship, no companionship. Theme 9 and 0.